Squid Game is back, and Season 3 is more intense, emotional, and brutal than ever before. From secret rebellions to deadly betrayals, from twisted new games to a heart-shattering finale. This season took everything we thought we know and flipped it upside down. In this video, we're diving deep into Squid Game Season 3, breaking down each episode, every shocking twist, and how it all leads to that explosive ending, plus the hidden clues that might hint at what's coming next. So whether you've seen it or just want to know what really went down, this is your complete episode-by-episode explanation of Squid Game Season 3. So, let's get started. For those who completely forgot what happened in Season 2, please watch my previous video on Squid Game to understand better. Link is in the description. So, in Episode 1, after the failed rebellion, Kang No-eul shoots player 246 Gi-hun, but not fatally. It's all a ploy to gain access to the organ trafficker's operating room. Seong Gi-hun is returned to the dormitory alive, only to discover the horrifying truth. All the other rebels, except Cho Hyun-ju and Kang Dae-ho, have been executed. A new vote to end the games is held, and once again, it fails. Still in shock, Gi-hun blames Dae-ho for the rebellion's collapse. As punishment, players are paraded past the hanging bodies of the rebels before being thrust into a twisted new challenge. A deadly version of hide-and-seek, where armed taggers hunt hiders racing to unlock exits with various keys. Before the game begins, tensions explode. Dae-ho and Gi-hun blame each other for the bloodshed. Meanwhile, Young-sik and Myung-gi secretly switch roles with Gyum-ja and Jun-hee to become taggers. Myung-gi joins forces with Nam-gyu. Elsewhere, No-eul turns on the traffickers, kills them, and forces the doctor to stabilize Gyung-seok. Off the island, Hwang Jun-ho's team resumes its search for the island with drone support. At the same time, Woo-seok investigates Park, drawing the attention of the frontman, Hwang In-ho, who orders Park to eliminate them if needed. In Episode 2, Gyung-seok recovers, and No-eul eliminates the doctor to cover their tracks. Inside the game's labyrinth, Hyun-ju, Gyum-ja, and Jun-hee team up for survival. Myung-gi, still reluctantly paired with Nam-gyu, begins outmaneuvering other players. Realizing fewer competitors increase his chances of winning. Meanwhile, Seon-yo discovers the exit, only to be betrayed by Jung-dae, who locks her out. Min-soo, disoriented from Thanos' drugs, lashes out and unintentionally causes Jung-dae's death. As tension rises, Jun-hee injures her ankle and unexpectedly goes into labor. Hyun-ju defends them from taggers while Gyum-ja helps deliver the baby. But their relief doesn't last. Hyun-ju is lost after discovering a hidden exit. Stricken with guilt, Myung-gi walks away in silence. Elsewhere, Gi-hun, now a tagger, catches up with Dae-ho. The truth emerges. Dae-ho lied about his past and betrayed the rebellion out of fear. Their confrontation escalates, ending with Gi-hun overpowering him. Gyum-ja, Jun-hee, and the newborn finally reach the exit, but Young-sik blocks their path. In a heartbreaking turn, Gyum-ja must protect Jun-hee, resulting in Young-sik's fall and leaving her emotionally devastated. Meanwhile, a deeply distressed Gi-hun, overwhelmed by everything he's endured, tries to give up on life. But the guards intervene just in time. As Episode 3 begins, the VIPs arrive, this time disguised as soldiers, personally executing the eliminated players for their own amusement. Another vote is held. Gyum-ja begs the O players to vote X and end the games. She's ignored. She turns to Gi-hun, pleading with him to protect Jun-hee and the baby. When he hesitates, she gives up on her own life. Off-island, Jun-ho follows the path to the cliff where In-ho once shot him and begins a full-scale search of the island. Meanwhile, at Park's residence, Woo-seok uncovers a photo of Park with the recruiter, confirming his involvement. But before he can escape, he's arrested. Back inside the games, moved by Gyum-ja's death, Gi-hun promises to protect Jun-hee and the baby. The next challenge? A deadly version of jump rope, crossing a moving bridge without being struck. No one dares move until Min-soo throws Thanos' necklace, sending a withdrawal-stricken Nam-gyu leaping after it, and to his death. Then the twist. The VIPs decide Jun-hee's baby is officially player 222. Gi-hun, determined, carries the baby and crosses the bridge. Inspired, player 096 follows, only to turn violent once he's across. Elsewhere, the masked officer, now blackmailed by No-eul, discovers that Gyung-seok has been disguising himself as a soldier. In Episode 4, player 096 blocks the path during the next game. Gi-hun tries to reason with him, but when 096 lashes out, Gi-hun kills him in self-defense. Meanwhile, Myung-gi confronts Jun-hee, begging for forgiveness. She rejects him, exposes his role in Hyunju's death, and reveals her worsening condition. With time running out, Jun-hee makes a devastating choice. She hands over her baby to Gi-hun and sacrifices herself. The VIPs vote, the baby remains in the game as player 222. Off the island, Young-seok and No-eul escape, but the masked officer sends guards after them. Inside the dormitory, chaos erupts. Furious over Jun-hee's baby still being in the game, Jung-dae's group attempts to harm the infant but is stopped by guards. Still, they secretly plot to kill Gi-hun and the baby. Myung-gi pretends to join them, hiding his real intentions. Before the final round, Gi-hun is summoned by In-ho, who reveals his true identity, Oh Il-nam. He offers Gi-hun a secret deal: eliminate the rest, secure survival for himself and the child. Gi-hun is left furious and shaken. Meanwhile, Jun-ho finally confronts Captain Park. A brutal showdown ends with Park's confession. Everything he did was on In-ho's orders. His dying breath gives Jun-ho what he needs to keep going. Episode 5 opens with Gi-hun wrestling with In-ho's offer. As doubt creeps in, a vision of Kang Se-byuk reminds him who he really is. And he refuses. He won't become a killer. Meanwhile, In-ho is haunted by flashbacks. His actions in the 2015 games under Oh Il-nam's influence still linger. With Jun-hee gone, the final players are announced: Gi-hun, the baby, Myung-gi, Min-soo, Jung-dae, and 4 others. The last game is about to begin. Back on the island, No-eul returns. At gunpoint, she forces the masked officer to erase Young-seok's records. A violent fight ends with No-eul killing him and destroying the last physical records. Then comes the final challenge: Sky Squid Game. High above ground, players must push off at least 3 others across 3 towers and 3 rounds. Min-soo is the first to fall. Myung-gi kills player 336 and drops a bombshell. He's the baby's biological father. Gi-hun kills player 203 in self-defense. Myung-gi eliminates another. Jung-dae begs for mercy, but Myung-gi shows none. Player 039 can't take the pressure and jumps to his death. Far from the island, Jun-ho rescues Gyeong-seok and kills the guards sent to capture them. In episode 6, only 3 remain: Gi-hun, Myung-gi, and the baby. Myung-gi's plan is monstrous: kill his own child and take the prize. He tries to manipulate Gi-hun, but it fails. Their final confrontation ends with Myung-gi falling to his death, but it's not enough. His death isn't considered a valid sacrifice. Gi-hun initiates the final round. The VIPs urge him to kill the baby and win. But Gi-hun makes the ultimate choice. He sacrifices himself instead, declaring that every player was human, not an animal. He throws himself off the edge. His death shocks the VIPs and awakens something in In-ho. Moved, In-ho rescues the baby as the island begins to self-destruct. Jun-ho and No-eul escape just in time. 6 months later, Young-seok reunites with his daughter and crosses paths with No-eul, who learns her daughter may be alive in China. At the airport, Se-byuk's brother, Cheol, is reunited with his mother alongside Sang-woo's. Woo-seok is released from prison and joins Jun-ho to redevelop the hotel Gi-hun once lived in. In-ho leaves the baby and the prize money with Jun-ho, then travels to Los Angeles. There, he visits Gi-hun's daughter, delivers the Player 456 jumpsuit, the winnings, and the truth. And as he leaves the airport, In-ho notices an American recruiter playing Ddakji with a man, hinting at the continuation of the games abroad. Now, this could be a possible sequel to Squid Game based in America. I've already talked about it in my previous video explaining how Squid Game can become a cinematic universe, so make sure to check that video too. That's it for today. If you think I've missed something, please make sure to mention in comments, and please like and share and subscribe.